What would you do if two little girls appeared on a deserted road at dawn, staring at you in silence, asking for help without saying a single word? If you love powerful, emotional stories of courage and second chances, subscribe now so you never miss another tale like this one. The road was empty. The early morning sun barely stretched across the cool pavement. Officer Samuel Ortega had driven this route dozens of times, but something about this shift felt different. It wasn't the quiet, it was the two tiny figures standing just off the shoulder, staring straight at him. Samuel slowed his patrol car. Two little black twin girls stood barefoot in the golden light. One wore a faded red dress with bright blue tights and maroon shoes. The other had muddy orange overalls over a striped cream shirt. Their ponytails were neatly tied, bouncing slightly in the breeze. He rolled down his window. "Hi there, are you girls okay?" No response, just silence. Samuel stepped out carefully, his instincts on high alert. "Where are your parents?" he asked gently, crouching to meet their eyes. The girl in the red dress stepped forward. Her lips trembled as if she wanted to speak, but no sound came. Instead, she reached out and touched Samuel's badge. "Do you need help?" he asked again. Both girls nodded at the same time. Then they pointed, not toward town, but back down the long road behind them, toward the woods. "You came from there?" Samuel asked. The girl in the overalls nodded. He looked around. No cars, no adults. Just these tiny girls holding hands like it was the only thing keeping them whole. "Okay," he said softly. "Let's get you somewhere safe." He opened the back door of his patrol car. The twins hesitated, then climbed in without a word, sitting so close their shoulders touched. Samuel handed them 2 small bottles of water from his glove box. They didn't say a word as he slowly drove in the direction they had pointed. He radioed in. "This is Ortega. I've located 2 unattended minors on Route 51, black twin girls, around 4 years old. No adult nearby. I'm following the route they came from to locate the origin point. Over." "Copy that, Ortega. Keep us updated," dispatch replied. The road narrowed. On the side, Samuel noticed a torn pink ribbon caught on a branch. He stopped the car and got out. "Stay inside, girls. I'll be right back." The wind picked up, rustling the trees. Samuel followed the ribbon trail and found a torn teddy bear with one ear missing. Then, half buried, a child's shoe. He turned to head back, but the girls were out of the car. "No, wait!" He rushed over. They weren't running. One was pointing again toward the trees. This time Samuel saw it too, just beyond the brush, a narrow footpath. The girl in red stepped forward. Samuel knelt. "I'm going with you, okay? But you have to stay close." They nodded. He led with his flashlight. The girls followed closely behind. Branches cracked. A crow called out, then a faint sound, a whimper, barely audible. Samuel stopped. "Did you hear that?" The girls clutched each other tighter, their eyes filled with fear. Not just silence now. He picked up the smaller girl, held the other's hand, and moved deeper into the woods. After about 5 minutes, he saw it. A rundown shack, broken windows, rusted lock. The whimper came again. Samuel's heart pounded. He knelt beside the girls. "Stay right here, okay?" They didn't nod, just stared. He crept toward the shack, peered through the window, and froze. Inside, in dim light, was a dirty mattress, scattered toys, ropes, and something smeared on the walls that looked like old food. Then he saw it. A baby, swaddled in a thin blanket, lying motionless, crying, barely. Samuel grabbed his radio. "Dispatch, I need immediate backup and medical. Possible child endangerment. Sending coordinates now." He turned around. The twins hadn't moved, but their eyes were locked on the baby. Tears streamed down the girl in red's face. "That's your sibling, isn't it?" he asked. She nodded. The other reached out, touched Samuel's hand, and finally whispered, "Please save her." Sirens wailed in the distance as Officer Samuel Ortega stood guard. cradling the tiny baby girl wrapped in an old towel. She was barely 6 months old, too weak to cry. Her eyes fluttered half open, chest rising so faintly he could hardly tell she was breathing. He held her close in his jacket. The twins sat beside him, silent and solemn, still holding on to each other like they had from the beginning. Moments later, 2 patrol cars and an ambulance pulled up. Red and blue lights lit up the forest. "She's cold," Samuel told the paramedics, his voice breaking. "She needs heat, food, now." One medic took the baby carefully. Another opened the ambulance doors. The older twin tried to follow. Samuel knelt and gently stopped her. "She'll be okay," he said. "You helped save her." The girl looked up, and for the first time she spoke clearly. "She's our baby sister. Her name is Amaya." Samuel swallowed hard. "How long have you 3 been alone?" The other twin in the orange overalls whispered. "Since Mama left." Samuel's jaw tightened. "She said she'd come back. She didn't." The medics examined the girls, dehydrated, bruised, scratched, but alive. While doctors worked, Samuel updated the detectives now arriving. "This place looks like an abandoned squat, but there's evidence it's been used recently. We need to search the area. The mother could be nearby, or someone else who had them." The search didn't take long. Old footprints, trash, a stained notebook filled with disturbing scribbles, names, dates. Whoever had been staying there wasn't just hiding. They were hiding something dark. At the station, Samuel refused to go home. He stayed through the girls' exams, brought them juice, and even found a stuffed animal in evidence to comfort them. "Do you know your last names?" he asked. The girl in red whispered, "Brielle." "And hers?" he asked, pointing to the other. "Zuri," she replied softly. "But she doesn't like loud noises." Samuel smiled gently. "No one's going to hurt you now." Later, when a social worker arrived, Brielle clung to Samuel's arm. "Can you stay? Don't leave us." He looked up. "Just give me a few more minutes." He knelt again. "You're going to a safe place. They'll help you find a home. What you did, protecting your sister, finding help, that's what real heroes do." Zuri reached into her pocket and pulled out something small, a torn, folded photo. 3 girls, 2 toddlers, and a newborn in their arms. A young woman behind them, smiling. Their mother. "Where is she?" Samuel asked. Brielle stared at the ground. "A man took her." His stomach dropped. "What man?" "He used to yell at her, brought food sometimes, then he got mad. She told us to run and find a man with a badge." Samuel turned to the social worker. "These girls need more than placement. They're witnesses. I want protective custody immediately." 2 days later, Samuel visited them at a temporary shelter. They lit up when he entered. "You came back," Zuri shouted. "Of course I did," he smiled. "I missed my partners." That moment changed everything. He'd filed paperwork, worked late nights, missed meals, because deep down, Samuel already knew the truth. These girls weren't just a case. They were his calling. 6 months later, Officer Samuel Ortega sat in his living room. 3 little girls played on the floor, Brielle, Zuri, and baby Amaya, now healthy, laughing in her bouncer. All of them, his daughters, adopted, safe, home. "Will we ever be scared again?" Brielle asked. Samuel pulled them close. "Not while I'm here." If this story moved you, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more emotional, dramatic, and inspiring tales. And let us know in the comments, where are you watching from? We love hearing from you. Sometimes the greatest heroes don't wear capes. They wear badges and carry hearts full of courage. When the world forgets the most vulnerable, compassion becomes the bridge to a new beginning. Because saving someone doesn't always take superpowers. Sometimes it just takes listening and staying.